battery that never runs out of power. Now, for those of you who are engineers know that this cannot be true. I'm a marketing person, hence it anyway. So what the secret behind our products is that we turn vibrations into electricity. So wherever you have movement, we can create electricity and power different sensor systems. And as you all know, in the mining industry, there's a lot of vibrations going on. So why I'm here today is to tell you how we can enable autonomous monitoring in the mining industry. So the first question is, why even monitor? But as you know, information is extremely valuable. All new piece of information that you can acquire can give you the ability to take better decisions, to earn more money, which is all why we're here in the end. The next question is, why do we need autonomous solutions? Well, we are all walking towards an autonomous mining industry. We do not want people down in the mines unless we really need them to be there. The same thing applies to monitoring system, because we want to do condition monitoring, preventive maintenance, predictive maintenance, etc. But the only thing that actually needs maintenance on a regular interval is the system itself, which, in my opinion, is counterproductive. And that's what we can step in and perform really well. But instead of just telling you about it, let me show you an example from the railway industry where we work with a company called Deutsche Bahn. It's the Swedish counterpart to the Swedish SJ. Now they have about 30,000 switches. They account for 25% of the problems for delayed trains because the switch can't really move. So they bought a sensor system that will be deployed over the next few years. Now that system has a battery included. They have to replace that every second year. That means you have 4 replacements for each switch over the entire lifetime of the sensor system. Deutsche Bahn has done calculations. It costs them 160 euros per switch, which means that over 10 years, they spend 19.2 million euros on replacing batteries. To me, that seems kind of stupid. Instead, they can spend some of that money on buying our products, and we could eliminate that entire cost. And the same can be applied for the mining industry. We are newcomers and beginners in the mining industry. So what we want to do is learn and see how we can help you in such a way that we are trying to help Deutsche Bahn. Examples of applications just to get your mind started is these 3. On the left, you have an underground rock drill. What you want to do here is measure the precision of the drill hammer, the drill head. But it's really hard to do that today because the cables break all the time. You don't want to use normal batteries because you don't want to send people up there. Hence, today you do not do it. But with our solution, you could actually do it. Vibrating screens and conveyor belts are all over the mining industry. They're extremely important for the mines to operate efficiently. But if they break, everything stops. You have a downtime which costs Boliden, for example, a lot of money. And the thing is that you don't monitor these conveyor belts as much as you would want to today because you cannot pull cables for 5 kilometers, which is an unusual range for the conveyor belt. By using ours, you can place this on every interval you need to monitor the bearings, and hence you have complete monitoring solutions, autonomous. We are actually working with an OEM that provides these type of vehicles. Big vehicles that move around. It can be rock drills, it can be dumpers, it can be anything. What they want to do is a fleet management system that ensures that you always know where your assets are at, that you know how they're doing, if you want new spare parts, when you need to do maintenance. And you don't want to use cables, because cables break in this environment, as we all know. And batteries is never a good option. They actually tried pulling a wire from the engine up to the driver in the cabin, but that resulted in the driver switching out everything to power their iPhones, because they wanted to play more games during work hours. So instead, they could use ours. We could power the entire sensor system. You have an autonomous system, provides information on what your assets are performing, how they're performing, and at what times. So what I'm here today to get to know is if there are more examples in the mining industry we could do good. Because I really do believe so, but I need your help to find them. Thank you.